This is The Top, where I interview entrepreneurs who are number one or number two in their industry in terms of revenue or customer base. You'll learn how much revenue they're making, what their marketing funnel looks like, and how many customers they have.
I'm now at $20,000 per talk.
5 and 6 million. He is hell-bent on global domination. We just broke our 100,000 unit sold mark.
And I'm your host, Nathan Latka.
Okay, Top Tribe, this week's winner is Charlie Daggs, okay? He was a middle manager at a manufacturing company. He wants to break free, and he won the $100 I give out every Monday. For your chance to win, simply subscribe to the podcast on iTunes right now, and then text the word Nathan to 33444 to prove that you did it. All right, guys, I talked about this earlier, but I schedule like so many meetings it would blow your mind. I mean, all my podcast interviews, right? Hundreds of entrepreneurs I talk to monthly. I schedule, and you know what? I do it so efficiently. I get them all to agree to my calendar, so all the calls are back to back to back. That means I'm not switching in between tasks all day long. I get them to batch so that I can be very efficient. It's so critical. And I use a tool called Acuity Scheduling to do this at nathanlatka.com/schedule. It eliminates the back and forth between me and people I'm trying to meet with. It makes it very simple. And most importantly, they help me keep my no-show rate very low because they send out reminders. Helps you look very professional. So go to nathanlatka.com/schedule to sign up, and you get a great deal. You know, you guys know this. I hit people hard. I make great deals, and Gavin, the CEO, has given us a great deal. If you sign up like normal people, okay, on their website, you only get a 14-day free trial. If you use my link, nathanlatka.com/schedule, you get 45 days free. Okay, it's the best. It's free. Go to nathanlatka.com/schedule right now to sign up, and I'll see you there. Nathan Latka here. This is episode 600, and coming up tomorrow morning, you're going to learn from Shashank. He is the CEO of Tap Sheep. He's 23 years old, single, no kids, and I got to tell you, they're really impressive. Over 75,000 minutes of experts teaching students have been processed on his platform. They've raised $150,000 so far with their team of 10. So how is he doing it? Good morning, everybody. Nathan Latka here. Our guest this morning is Sushma Sharma. She is the CEO of Konversai. She's a lawyer turned entrepreneur. She has law degrees from the University of Oxford and Columbia University, has worked in two prominent Wall Street law firms, and is head of the Department for Practical Law at City University of Hong Kong. Sushma has taught thousands of students and has seen some of the most privileged humans as well as some of the least privileged in her life journey, spanning 3 continents where she has lived and worked over the last 15 years. Seeing men and women, both young and old, in despair due to lack of communication has been her call to action. Konversai was born as her solution to the problems facing mankind today. Sushma, are you ready to take us to the top?
Absolutely. Good morning.
Good morning to you. So tell us what Konversai does and what's your business model?
Okay, so just to introduce Konversai, it is a social conversation platform which basically connects people on a one-on-one basis to share knowledge. So it is a high schooler talking to a college student, trying to get the inside scoop of what they should look at. An old person talking to a retired person talking to a teenager, helping him or her through college, school. So all knowledge which is coming out of personal experience is what our focus is. We're trying to connect people at a real level based on knowledge.
So, for example, I'm on their website right now. There is a provider from Wilmington, USA called ImpactWorks that will help you on web development. And he says, I will help you with questions you have about designing and developing websites and online marketing campaigns, including the tools to use and best practices. This one now, Sushma, says free for 30 minutes. How does that work? How do you make money on that?
Well, he doesn't make any money on that. My philosophy from the very beginning has been that nothing valuable is free. So I made it very clear to people who join and say that we have a credit system. So if you make these boxes, there is a charge for it. And the charge is extremely minimal, and it's 1 credit, which is 50 cents. We
this guy paid 50 cents just to make this box?
Yeah, for a month.
Okay, got it.
And it seems very, very small. And people are like, why would you do that? And why would you go against the wave of free when every company is giving free? You're trying to charge. And my thing is, if you make it free, it's going to fill up with crap. So I want to I want to make people feel accountable for what they're putting up. That, hey, even if you want to donate your time, you want to make it free, think about it first.
Yeah, it makes good sense. So again, tell me more about your business model. Where are you making revenue?
So, well, this is one, right? And right now it seems very small, but when you have 1 million boxes in there and you have 50 cents from each box coming in, you can do the math. That's one source of revenue, which is going to be a constant. The second one is we take a cut on if it's a paid conversation. So let's say you are on our site and you charge, somebody else wants to start a podcast and wants to talk to you, and you say, fine, I'll charge $200 for talking to you for 60 minutes. And we take 10% of that.
It has to be way more than that, but yeah, I get it.
I know it's
let's use a real example though, Sushma. So here's another one. Pretty Paper Makers from the Bay Area, California. She says, I'm a master paper crafter. Let me help you make your next paper project beautiful, from cards to gift tags. I can help. She charges $30 for 30 minutes. So you said she's paid 50 cents to actually make this box. Let's say I book her for 30 minutes. I pay her $30. How do you make money from that?
We get 10%,
okay.
Of which a little over 3% goes to Stripe for the money management, and the rest comes to us.
Okay, got it. So again, if I'm paying $30, you're getting $3 from that. Stripe's taking another, $3 call it $1. So she's making out of the 30, what, about $26?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, good. And then does the buyer pay anything? Me?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the buyer, you mean you're the seeker, right? You're trying to learn?
The seeker, yep.
No, you pay the $30 and that's it.
Good. So there's not like a subscription fee to access all of the providers or anything like that?
No. That's absolutely free.
Oh, and I just saw these labels. Okay, so you have people that are seekers who are... so you can post if you want to learn something on here, and then you can also post if you're a provider.
Absolutely. So there are two sides of the business.
Okay.
And you can be both. You can be providing something and you can be seeking something. So you may be teaching podcast and you can learn Spanish at the same time.
How many providers are on your platform to date?
Well, we don't have the exact number, but I would say a couple of hundred, under 1,000.
Okay, maybe like 300?
No, much more than that.
8. Somewhere around 800?
Okay. You're getting close. Okay.
How do you not know, though? This is something I feel like you'd obsess over.
I do know.
Oh, you want to be vague. You want to be vague.
Absolutely.
Why do you want to be vague?
That's my attempt of trying to be vague, which is not very good, really.
Okay, so somewhere near 800 providers. And then how many seekers have gotten help through your platform?
That has been a bit slow.
Okay.
That I wish was faster. I wish we had more traction.
Why do you think it's slow?
Well, because I have pretty ambitious goals, I would say. We are only 3 months old as far as we opened like mid of October. And since then, we really made an effort to get people. And the hope was to get the same people would be providers and seekers too. So they learn and they share at the same time. And it becomes like an infinite loop where you make money, you spend money. But we've seen more people on the provider side, and that's been our focus. Let's fill that up first. And half of the provider boxes are what I would say seek boxes. But the traction in itself, there has been a bit of a slow intake because the whole Stripe thing has been another hurdle, because we want to make sure the money goes straight to their bank account. So they all come on the side. They're happy to do the free conversations. But as soon as it comes to the paid ones, they are like, oh, what is Stripe? And then that's another hurdle for us to explain to them that, hey, it's a very famous company. It's doing really well. It's very safe. Your money is going to be safe. It will go straight to the bank account.
Why don't you just cut that out of your profit margin? Why not just, say, here, there's $30. We take 10%. And then of your 10%, your $3, you just pay the $1 fee to Stripe.
Because I think when Stripe, we are international. So being a global company, we need in many countries conversion of currency also. So if we start taking all the money and then putting it through Stripe, that would be pretty hard. And secondly, to even maintain people's credit card information and bank account information would require a certain level of security from a company's point of view, which we don't have and we don't want to get into.
No.
Really
sorry, I think I framed my question wrong. What you said is a lot of your people who are providers are saying, "Wait, what's the Stripe fee?" Right? I don't want to pay the Stripe fee. Is that accurate?
No, not Stripe fee. They have no issue with the Stripe fee.
Okay.
It's the Stripe form, the filling of the form, giving all their personal information, which is where a little bit of
in other words, you're paying them via Stripe, so they have to set up a Stripe account, which requires a social security number, for example. That's uncomfortable.
Absolutely. And once they get over it, they're like, oh, this is really super cool and easy. But, they have to just get over it. And the more people, when they do it, then it'll get better. I do get stats every day that, there are people, more and more people are filling up the form, and we're trying to make it easy for them.
So going back to my original question, you label your seekers. So I'm looking at one that says number 446. So is it fair to say you've had, about 400, 500 seekers, completed via your platform?
No, fewer. There are more seek boxes than the transactions.
Okay, got it. So go call it like half of that, 200, something like that.
Yes.
All right. So interesting. This is fascinating because you're at the beginning stages of figuring out the kind of chicken and egg problem that every marketplace goes through. So this is not, this is totally normal. It's not like different than everybody else. Walk me through some more of the history. When did you launch the company?
Let's go from now. We are 3 months old as far as opening the company to public is concerned. That was in October. Before that, I've been working at it for a year and a half on this. Just two people from the very beginning. I started it, then I have a co-founder. And then more people have joined, and now we have a team of around 8 people. 6 full-time, 2 part-time, and of course a couple of consultants.
And have you raised capital, or have you self-funded?
We have raised capital. I raised a seed round of $1.3 million.
Okay. When was that?
That completed in November.
Okay, got it. So that's how you've been supporting yourself since you're just now ramping up revenue.
Yes. And in the very beginning, I basically funded it for a couple of months. But this May, I started the seed round, the funding round. And it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It was a completely new world to me, and that was a lot of surprises. But sometimes it's good to be ignorant. Sometimes it's good to just go with all the confidence. And
Sushma, was the 1.3 a convertible note or an equity round?
It's a convertible note.
Okay, good. Typical terms: 6% interest rate, 20% discount, etc.
Yeah, it's convertible note / safe. So a lot of people chose safe. Yep. Which is basically a future equity.
Yep. That's came out of YC. Okay, good. And then what's like the average order value, would you say? So what's the average, what's the average order value?
What do you mean order value?
Yeah, I know.
The cost of the transaction?
Yeah, exactly. So on like Maggie charges $30 for 30 minutes.
Yeah,
are most people paying $60?
Yeah, I think the average has become 30 for 30, and it's probably are doing. Because we did a couple of events, and one of the questionnaire was that, what would you teach or what would you share for $30 in 30 minutes? And then when some people just automatically filled that in, and then everybody started following that path. So I think that has become, basically a minute $1.
Well, it's really smart because that's how Fiverr grew, right? What would you do for $5? And now they're growing like crazy. So is it fair to say if you have an average order value of 30 and you've placed somewhere around 200 kind of jobs created revenue right now, have you done about $600, something like that?
Yes.
Awesome. Hey, you're scaling. You're early. I get it.
I know it's early. And so when people ask me about revenue, I was like, don't talk to me. It's too low. But the reality is, it's not zero, which is a big thing. That means it is growing. And every month we see a small increment. And I'm quite proud of that all the hard work from the whole team is really kind of paying off.
Yeah, the way you win is by doing the same thing more consistently and longer than anybody else. And that means you have to start somewhere, right? So you're growing, and that's great. Guys, I get asked all the time, Nathan, you host all these interviews, hundreds of them per month. How do you do them efficiently? And guys, the answer is simple. People always agree to my calendar, back-to-back meetings. I batch my interviews to stay very efficient. And the way that I do it is I use a tool called Acuity Scheduling at nathanlatka.com/schedule. And the reason I use them is very simple. They keep my no-show rate very low because they send out reminders about when the interview or the meeting is coming up. And also, they make it very easy to schedule time, right? I don't have to go back and forth via email 10,000 times with people I'm trying to meet with. Okay, at nathanlatka.com/schedule. Helps me so much. And by the way, look, I have so many meetings. I'm the best at meetings. Okay, I do them back to back, very, very efficient. You guys know me. Many people say I'm the most efficient they've ever seen. Okay, so I use the tool. It's so efficient. And by the way, I got Gavin. I said, Gavin, he's the CEO. I said, I want a great deal for my people. He said, Nathan, well, most people get a 14-day trial. Isn't that great? I said, no. He's given us a 45-day free trial at nathanlatka.com/schedule. That's not going to stay up forever, so go get it now. nathanlatka.com/schedule. Let's wrap up here, Sushma, with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
Ooh, favorite business book. No, I don't have a favorite business book. Sorry.
That's okay. Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
No.
Number 3, is there a favorite online tool you have, like Acuity Scheduling?
We have so many online tools. I'm sorry, no favorite.
Well, tell me one you use a lot.
I'll have to think. Sorry. You can ask the next one and I come back to that.
No, just take a second.
Well, I do use Slack for a lot of things, and we use Twilio. There are so many things that we are using. In more cases, we are experimenting. And social media, we have everything. So I don't think there's anything one which I would say I really rely on.
Number 4, yes or no, do you get 8 hours of sleep every night?
No.
And what's your situation? Married, single, do you have kids?
I am married and I have one daughter.
Oh, one daughter. Great. And do you mind me asking how old you are?
No, I do mind it, so I won't answer that.
So last question. Take us back to your 20-year-old self. What do you wish that she knew?
I wish she knew that don't doubt yourself and just keep doing what you're doing. There is a time and a place for everything. I wanted to get done everything when I was 20 years old, super ambitious, wanted to run companies, be a powerful lawyer, everything was like, okay, I want to be the best. But what I realized was that it takes time. Things take time. Go slow, be patient, and keep doing what you're doing, and always focus on your strength.
There you guys have it. Focus on your strength. Don't doubt yourself. And remember, there is a time and place for everything. From Sushma is building a marketplace to help anyone find seekers, providers, and just have a conversation. The company is called Konversai. Again, $600 in revenue to date, about 800 people selling their services, and about 200 have actually purchased those services or started conversations. They've raised $1.3 million in capital to date in a seed convertible note round, planning big things for the future. Sushma, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thank you so much, Nathan.
If you enjoyed Sushma today, go back and listen to Michael yesterday. He's the CEO of Tyvaco, which helps brands find old offline content to digitize and annotate. They've raised $50,000. So how does their technology work? Top Tribe, I love giving away free money. I feel like Oprah giving away cars, and I have something special for you today. How many of you have heard our super sharp guests talk about success they've had with Facebook and Google ads? Well, all of you listening right now, yes, if you're listening, you get $100 in free AdWords. Here's how you get it, okay? Again, thanks for listening. Get the free $100 from Google, right, when you sign up with my website host provider, HostGator. Go sign up now to get your free money. HostGator.com/Nathan. Again, that's HostGator.com/Nathan. Okay, Top Tribe, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. And don't forget, before you listen to any other episodes, subscribe on iTunes right now for your chance to win $100 every Monday.